Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast with me, Matt. Everyone, we won here on... I actually forgot what this map is, but it's a vanilla map. It's a winter one, Battle of the Bulge. But it's gonna be the Eastern Front today, so let's go through the players. There's the Axis, your Spearhead teacher, interesting name. Going straight out the gate, as just without a commander yet, just as Wehrmacht. There's the Soviets. We have Hannibal going straight out the gate with rifle division. Getting tons of conscripts out immediately. Trying to secure the field. And we have a Volks Grenadier and a Grenadier coming up behind for Spearhead Teacher, so it looks like it's going to be a basic 1-1-1 build at the start. But triple conscripts is pretty normal for the Soviets, especially if you're playing as rifle. It can give you a lot of ground quickly. In a 1v1, the numbers can really come in handy early on. Looks like the Russians are really moving up fast to try and secure as much territory as possible. Now, you probably know what's going on in the world today, and I'm not going to talk that much about it, but it's horrible what's going on in the world, but let's try and focus on having something we can watch and enjoy here, a video game about the Second World War instead, rather than current issues. And the Spear asks if he hasn't picked the commander. He actually already has picked the commander, he's already picked the rifle. I think you'll probably notice that soon enough. As these Soviet troops are really pushing up fast. This is actually the last replay I currently have in store, so there might not be a lot of Spearhead videos for a while until more replays come in. Okay, pretty rude there. Very sudden and another way to talk, really, I guess. I guess it's up to Spearhead Teacher to try and fight back against this. Pioneers probably falling back to help build up. Volks Grenadiers been called into the field, no commander yet for the Germans. Volks Grenadiers pretty percent behind that destroyed Sherman of all things. Trying to deal with the conscripts there. A long-range engagement, the Germans should win out against the conscripts, but this range I think the conscripts might have it, hard to say. Thanks to the PPSH, the conscripts are in all the buildings. There might be a Molotov coming that way soon. Yep, I think those Grenadiers might need to evacuate. Good grenade right there. That might be one to the conscript squad, but conscripts are not very costly. So it's not really a problem to lose, especially if you're playing as rifle division. You can just afford the losses. The Pioneer's gonna come around the corner and I might deal with another conscript. Yep. So the Soviets lost a lot of conscripts very quickly. Let's see if the grave will go. That's a bunflash, actually. No, it hit the building. Yeah, that's the problem with some of the buildings I found. They seem to, like, connect with them, which makes sense. I think the Germans are a little bit of a trouble there. And all the German troops are still back at the base, replenishing, while the Volks Grenadiers still have a firefight with those conscripts. Looks like the Germans are falling back to heal. Still no command choice from... Oh, no, we have one. Infanterie versus rifle. Pretty basic 1v1 thing, so you're gonna have a lot of infantry combat going on. Not a lot of specialized vehicles. Conscripts are trying to flank these Volks Grenadier. Molotov going that way. I don't think I noticed. Yeah, that's a dead Volks Grenadier. Grenadiers enter the building there in the center. As infantry, you can actually arm with an LMG 42 with 100 rounds, which is a pretty damn good upgrade, by the way. Highly recommended over the basic one. Having 100 rounds is much better than 50 rounds per burst. Can do a lot of damage. The Volks Grenadiers are engaging here again. And be equipped with Sturmgewehrs if you're playing as infantry. Very damn good upgrades. We have a Maxim stationed. There might be a dead conscript squad. Yep, conscript down. The Soviets are taking heavy losses at the moment. Mines being laid there. Germans are preparing for a push up.
A fresh officer has arrived.
Looks like we have a lieutenant called in here for the Germans. Basic low-level commander available to the Germans. Wrong building to flame, I guess. And we have the Lieutenant coming up here, can call in some precision artillery strikes, and as Infanterie, he actually serves as a pretty competent frontliner. He can support your troops pretty well, as one would suspect. He is a infantry commander after all, or infantry lieutenant. Oh, flamethrower for the pioneers, nice. You can actually also arm the Vox Grenadiers with flamethrowers, which could actually be useful in this kind of environment. And well, tons of conscripts are being formed up still. Lieutenant is providing some support fire here. I actually like he has the sniper model on, the winter sniper model for the Wehrmacht, with like a fur coat and a cap. I think it fits. Oh, Vox Grenadiers might be in trouble there, but they're quickly running back to another area of cover. I think the Germans might need to intercept. Yeah, some Grenadiers are there to support. The Germans will win at long-range engagement, so they need to use that to their advantage. Well, that's not good for those. Oh, good bun flasher there, though.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
And then the MP40 cutting into them from the squad leader. And the Grenadiers coming up here to support. Yeah, conscripts down. Very nice. The Germans are doing a pretty decent job here with their long-range rifles. So we have some flamethrower pioneers prepared. Pioneers taking up inside this building, which is not going to give them close enough there. The flamethrower should prevent any Russian from getting too close with a grenade. Oh wait, he's using... Oh, they can throw that pretty far. I forgot that. Good throw. Not far enough. The Lieutenant still hold up here. And be equipped with Gewehr 43s, which is just an overall better upgrade for him because he just has 4 people with Kar 98s. Getting 2 Gewehr 43s is just an overall better upgrade in my opinion. The Pioneers tried to get close, but the Maxim is mowing them down. They got mowed down to death there. That's a flamethrower the conscripts could pick up. Looks like that might be what they're aiming for. It could make them much more lethal in close range engagements. Well, the Grenadiers are doing a very good job here, just slowly pushing up from cover to cover and clearing out the Soviets. Looks like we have the Flammenwerfer arm the conscripts preparing. We also have an early Panzerjäger called in. Not a lot of tech up there for the Soviets, so I guess we'll not see a lot of vehicles yet. And they are losing a lot of conscripts, but that is kind of intended, I suppose. Conscripts can be replaced easy after all. Grenadiers have to pull back there. Oh, good job with the captured flamethrower. Oh, Polish Grenadiers mowed down right there. Lieutenant has to just make a decision. Oh, did that Panzer kill someone? Yes, it did. But Hans Jägers out in the open is not the best way to use them, I feel. Few Pioneers being called in. There's a Russian minefield down here. Several Russian minefields, actually. I don't think the Germans can really make a move here yet. Need Pioneers to clear them out. Maximus made this into a forward HQ to operate from. The Germans are moving through to try and decapture the fuel. Lieutenant's getting in position, calling in rapid artillery strikes. But that might not be a good idea at the moment under all that fire. But the artillery strike does go off. But I don't think the Lieutenant's gonna get out of there. That doesn't look like it.
We have lost the squad.
But it has denied the forward HQ and the Maxim. Which will definitely help the German cause at the moment. So we have German minesweepers coming up to help too. And the long-range rifles are just really paying off here against the conscripts. As the conscripts just do not have good aim at long range. That's personally why I prefer to use Fontoviki. Or well, Relki I think they used to be called back in the day, but Fontoviki now, which are basically baseline Soviet infantry. They can basically be a match for the Germans in long-range engagements. Oh, he's gonna merge? Yeah, he merged the conscripts together, that's nice. Get the flamethrower squad really operational. But if the Germans just stay at long range, that won't be a problem. Jäger's being called in by the Infantry Commander, which is a unique unit available to the Wehrmacht Infantry. Really good in rough terrain and makes sense for this kind of cold environment, I think. Really good at long range. Like, really, really good at long range. Kind of what they are meant to do. Good idea. Oh, good Brandflasher there to buy themselves some time. Oh, but they don't want to stay there. Flamethrower is just out of range, though. If the Germans can keep at range, they should be fine. Panzerjäger's gonna capture territory, though. Oh, good Molotov there in return from the Soviets. Grenadiers maintained the long-range firefight there. Oh, we have some Fontovigi called in now to try and take the fight to the Germans, some more professional Soviet troops. They'll definitely be able to do some damage, especially in long-range engagements. And here's the Jaegers. Could be really handy. Just depends on what they equip with. All armed in winter coats, which is a nice detail in winter maps. Because if another Lieutenant called up at the field this time, I am armed with the Gewehr 43s. And those Fontovigi not going to do well in that building, I feel. That's a lot of rifle fire coming in. Or conscripts coming. Oh, those are sappers and another Fontovigi. Fontovigi down, and Jaegers out there in the front. I think the Fontovigi might win that thanks to the grenade, but it's hard to say. Because they are being supported by those Panzerjägers, surprisingly. It looks like the Jaegers won out there, thankfully. For them, anyway. But Sappers moving up, T-34 being prepared by the Soviet Union, but the Soviets have lost a lot of units and momentum. And he's getting into position. He has still not been equipped with anything. Overall, the Soviets, the Germans, I mean, have not had a lot of munitions to just arm their troops at the moment. The Soviets have definitely saved up a lot. Oh, good flamethrower right there, killing the Pioneers.
We have emergency reserves at the ready.
Are the Pioneers being prepared to replace them? I think if the Germans could get more munitions, they could safely start equipping their Grenadiers and Volksgrenadiers with better equipment. And also the Jaegers. But now there's a T-34 in the field. Need to be cautious. They do have the Panzerjäger though, and he is being ordered to hold fire. He's waiting for the right time. Yeah, waiting for the right time to ambush. Right there on the flank. Ah, it missed. And he got shut down. Oh, that's not good. The Soviets are prepared to move up there. Germans secure the northern flank. Another Panzerjäger being prepared. Eat skin. Jaegers have not been given any unique weapons yet. They can be armed with scopes, Sturmgewehrs, Gewehr 43s, Panzerbüchses, and an MG34. All weapons that are actually pretty... Oh, they're trying to lay mines. That's not really going to work in this kind of situation yet. Been grenade going out. Ooh, Molotov going on the Jaegers. Ooh, that's not good for the Jaegers.
Infantry squad has been killed.
But they got them down. But they lost a lot of Volksgrenadiers, so the Germans are losing a fair few of their infantry too. And the Russians just keep replacing theirs with ease. Before staying in reserve to cover this flank so far. Panzerjäger moving about here. With the Raketten-Panzerbüchse, the Panzerschreck. Stormtroopers being called in, another unique infantry unit that be able to Infanterie for Wehrmacht. You can only have one of them in the field at a time. Really damn good, powerful assault infantry. Can be equipped with all kinds of assault weapons. Look at all these conscripts being prepared. Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of fighting. Panzerfaust being equipped on the Grenadier. Probably to help deal with the E-34. More and more conscripts hit the field. Ready is engaging here. Panzerjäger's getting up in that building. That's going to give them increased range and accuracy. Because they are relocating. Meanwhile, looks like the lieutenant is trying to hold up here with his retinue. Not going to be the easiest one to hold. Yeah, they're under a lot of fire at the moment. Panzerjäger's been ordered to hold fire. Ooh. Good aim with the Molotov, but no dice. Looks like he's been very cheeky with where he positioned himself. Ooh, that's not good for those grenadiers, though. They'll be in a crossfire. Meanwhile, the Jaeger's having an engagement here. And more conscripts are coming in. Lots of Soviets are coming this way. Grenades. Just suppress the conscripts. And now the Soviets are running in mass. No weapons have been upgraded on the stormtroopers. Good job with the blink core, but I'll buy them some time. They can also call in artillery, which is unique to them. They're pretty handy.
The squad of pioneers has arrived.
My command has authorized converting civilian structures to field.
The Soviets keep advancing. Good use of all the Soviet conscripts, though. That's very hard to micromanage, especially with so many of them. But if you can utilize them well, you can get a lot out of your conscripts as the Soviet Union. Boom. Booby trap was placed here. I think a unique ability available to you if you're playing as infantry. Not unique, but I think you have it as an ability you can just do in a point. Lieutenant is trying to have a firefight here. And he is moving to flank.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Artillery being called in by the lieutenant. Probably aimed around here. Stormtroopers moving up. So the Germans are getting a lot of kills at the moment. They are only fighting conscripts after all. E-54 is moving up in position there. If the Germans could get some more munitions going, they could probably facilitate a little bit of a better defense or an offense at this point. As they need the weapons. They're mostly just relying on their squad leaders MP40 or Sturmgewehr in the Stormtrooper's case. And Kar-98s. And of course the officer he has his Gewehr 43s. The Germans are not really using a lot of IT equipment. They are getting a command panzer for though. That was down there thanks to the Stormtroopers. As there might have been the Jaegers in that building. More Russians than they did. NKVD called in. Unique battle group available to you if you're playing as a Soviet rifle. These are 4-man long-range squads, I believe. Because there's 2 different ones you can get. They're coming greatcoats, which is cool. I always enjoyed the greatcoats when it's winter. They look nice. Wish I had one in real life. I would actually like walking around like a greatcoat when it's cold. The Jaegers were trying to lay mines. They are laying mines there, Regal mine. Good position. Good grenades, trying to deny them that building. Shoot, TM mines. And the Jaegers? No, that's a Soviet mine. My bad. The Germans are trying to lay a Teller mine. Stormtroopers probably have to pull back. Jaegers also have to get to a better position. Veteran C3 though. E-54 moving about. Now the NKVD reveals himself. Oh, good mine. Didn't even know there was a mine there. Here's the Panzer IV. T-54 needs to be cautious. That is a Panzer IV H. That's a J, my bad. Still the gun is the same gun as the H. Ooh, no penetration with the T-54. And T-54 down. And looks like the NKVD troops are completely killed already. Got a 40 HQ set up by the Soviet Union. That's probably where they called the NKVD in from. Because you need 40 HQs to do that. Jaeger's trying to hold up here, killing another conscript. Lieutenant is moving up here to support again from the front line. Let's just have a lot of conscripts. Conscript upon conscript upon conscript. Which is not going to help as much late game as we can see. And if the Germans had gotten an MD-42 in a good position, that could also just have slowed them down a lot. But it's hard to say with all the micromanagement going on sometimes. Ooh, that's going to be a big flow of Russians coming in through this way. Yeah, officers turning around quick. Yeah, that's a lot of crossfires going in. That's about J with stormtroopers holding up here. Ah, the Soviets are even enabling rapid conscription. So as the Soviets lose some troops, they will actually get replaced. And Germans lost some units again. So I give us another crit. Was it Panzerjäger? Yeah, it was the Panzerjäger. Panzer H in the field now. It's going to allow the Germans to push up a little bit further.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Now there's double Panzer force. The conscripts are flanking here with an AT grenade. Very nicely done. Destroying the main gun on the Panzer IV command tank. Bendy is doing a very brave move here. They have suppressed them somehow. That's not going to be enough with the flamethrower though.
Pioneers ready for assignment.
Germans are still taking some losses. Jaeger's moving about here with the Lieutenant. If the Germans can just get their munitions set up. There's some more conscripts down here.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
That's 4H moving up. And Lieutenant probably heading into this building.
Securing our territory.
Lunar grenade going out. Stormtroopers coming up too. Another squad down there for the Soviets. Wall being broken here by the Panzer 4H.
Has driven a wedge in our lines.
Keep your heads down and be ready to move.
A new grenadier squad is ready.
A good job for the Germans in this round. It's very hard to fight against so many conscripts so early. And just in those numbers too, and with that coordination. That's a lot of conscripts still with the T-34 for support. Like Hannibal is making a move here. But the Panzer 4AH should be enough to deal with it.
We are losing
With Molotov, but it missed. Stormtroopers holding up now in the building here.
Our infantry can now rush into the enemy.
Germans have been doing surprisingly well without any munitions to really store up. They've been using all their abilities, which does work out, it looks like. More conscripts pull back there. As the Grenadiers push up, alongside some Voice Grenadier support, which has to pull back. Panzer 4 moving for support there as the Lieutenant moves up as well. Meanwhile, the Panzer 4 command tank holds the other flank against more Soviets coming this way. That is a Riegel mine there, which did go off though, by the looks of it. T-34 leading the way. Jaeger's trying to support. One is T-posting to show dominance. As you do. Just one of the many bugs that never got fixed, I think. Ooh, no penetration from the T-34. Conscripts taking heavy losses.
Infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice.
No penetration from either side yet. But the Soviets will not win a long-range engagement over time, I feel. Especially not as the Stormtroopers come through. Ready for your Panzerfaust. This T-54 was holding out for a while, though. There it goes. Well, the other flank is being overrun by the Germans, too. Conscripts are just not as adequate late game to deal with higher tier infantry. Especially on a long range. At this point, looks like Hannibal surrenders. The Soviets pull back. The Germans manage to hold whatever this place is. I'll see you on the next one, everyone. Bye-bye.